Mother's Day is supposed to be a special time, a day to honor mothers, grandmothers, and other females in your life who play motherly roles. Often there are picnics, dinners, family get togethers, and celebrations. This was how Mother's Day on May the 10th of 1992 started out, but for two families, the day would end much differently. Around 20 family members and friends had all gotten together to celebrate Mother's Day in Wilkinson County, Mississippi. They had attended a church service and were then holding a gathering at the Jimmy Jackson grocery store and a few houses near the store. I'm assuming this event was kind of outside the store and the homes, and everyone was just eating, maybe having an after-church pitch-in, watching all the kids play, and just enjoying their time together. 3-year-old Kreneice Jones was there with her mother, Carla Burke, and her mother's boyfriend, Tyrone Edwards. Now, I want to note that I have also seen it reported that Kreneice was actually there with her father, whose name I could not find. I am not sure which is accurate. I'm leaning more towards she was there with her mom since it was Mother's Day, but either way, she was there with one of her parents. A little 2-year-old boy named LaMoine Allen was also there, and he was attending the event with his Aunt Leola Jackson and his Uncle Glenn Edwards. The aunt and uncle had actually been raising LaMoine, though I'm not sure why or where his biological parents were at this time. Some reports say that Kreneice and LaMoine, the two children, were actually cousins, but I cannot confirm that. A lot of articles also said that the families were just friends. Both families were from Edgard, Louisiana, and had driven 2 hours to get to Wilkinson County that day to attend the event. Kreneice and LaMoine were close in age, so they began playing together in the parking lot of the store. The area is pretty big, and for two kids that small, they were only 2 and 3, it was plenty of room to run around and play in. The two toddlers tried playing with some of the bigger kids that were running around, but the big kids weren't having it, and told them to leave them alone, which is typical. The big kids don't want the babies around interfering with their games. So Kreneice and LaMoine were just kind of playing together. Around 4 p.m., some of the adults noticed that they didn't see Kreneice or LaMoine in the area anymore. They searched around, and I'm sure they asked the other kids, but no one knew where they had gone. The adults searched the area and called for the children, but they didn't appear to still be in the vicinity of the gathering. Very shortly after doing their own quick search, the family contacted police. The Wilkinson County Sheriff's Office, the Woodville Police Department, and the Woodville Volunteer Fire Department all responded and began looking. Inmates from the Wilkinson Community Work Center also came out to assist in the search. They searched until dark, but could not find any sign of Kreneice or LaMoine. Police interviewed all of the people that were attending the gathering, and no one seemed to know anything. Everyone was dumbfounded at how the kids vanished so quickly, and no one seemed to have any clue as to where they could have gone. All of the adults there did not mean to take their eyes off the children. It was probably one of those cases where there were so many people around, this person thought that person was watching the children and vice versa, and they just didn't have a good eye on them. This area that they were all in is at the intersection of Whitestown Road and Highway 24, and it is very rural. As you can see, it's surrounded by lots of trees, brush, and there are a few bodies of water nearby. Lots of places a small child or 2 small children could get lost in. There was a witness. A woman said she had been driving by the area that day and had seen the 2 small children playing right out by the road. As far as we know, she is the last person to have seen the kids that day. There were at least 4 massive area searches done over the next couple of weeks, but nothing was found. No clothing, no shoes, no trace of either child in the woods or surrounding areas. They did bring out search and rescue dogs, and the canines did pick up on the children's scent, but the trail stopped right at the road. An unidentified vehicle was seen in the area at the time both toddlers disappeared. It was a blue compact car with a false convertible top, chrome hubcaps, and dark tinted windows. It is not known, though, if the vehicle has anything to do with their disappearance. Sadly, the Amber Alert did not exist in 1992. It didn't actually go into effect until 1996, I believe. So there weren't alerts going out to residents. Plus, this was a time when most people didn't have cell phones to get those types of alerts anyway. Family members of both the children were given polygraph tests. However, I don't know what those results were. I could not find any other information on that besides they were given the tests. Where did these children go, and how did no one see anything? Was everyone just so distracted with visiting amongst themselves that they took their eyes off the kids and just assumed they were fine? Did the kids maybe wander too far from everyone else and get lost in the woods or fall into one of the nearby ponds? I personally feel like if that was the case, something would have been found. A shoe, a sock, a hair ribbon, something. Now, seeing as the scent picked up by the dog stopped right at the road and to my knowledge wasn't picked up in the woods or anywhere else, my theory is that they got picked up. I believe someone was driving by, saw them playing alone near the road, took the opportunity to snatch them up, and was able to do so somehow without being seen. It's possible that a family member took them, but if a relative from either Kreneice or LaMoine's sides of the family wanted custody of the kid, if there was some type of dispute going on, they would probably not take both kids. I feel like they would have just taken the one. Kreniece and LaMoine were so young that they probably don't remember any of this happening and may not even know they are missing if they are out there somewhere. According to psychologicalscience.org, people's earliest memories date from around 3 to 3.5 years of age. But it's not until we're 5 or 6 that we form adult-like memories due to the way the brain develops. So like I said, if they were taken to be raised by someone else, they likely have no clue they were kidnapped. LaMoine would be 31 years old today, and Kreniece would be 32. Now, years after the children disappeared, a woman contacted Carla, Kreniece's mother, and said that she had Kreniece and was actually raising her. The FBI followed up on this and discovered the woman was lying. She had made it up. Kreniece Marie Jones has black hair and brown eyes. She has a scar in front of her right ear and her ears are pierced. Her nickname was Mama, and at the time of the disappearance, she was 2'11" and weighed 33 pounds. She was last seen wearing a short, multicolored one-piece shorts outfit with a black and white polka dot tie, a purple and orange bandana, and pink slipper-style sandals. LaMoine Jordan Allen has black hair and brown eyes. He has a small scar on his left knee. At the time of his disappearance, he was 2'11" tall and weighed 35 pounds. He was last seen wearing a black and blue Hawaiian-style shirt or tank top, light blue shorts, and blue and white sandals. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Kreniece or LaMoine or what happened to them on that day in 1992, please contact the Mississippi office of the FBI at 601-684-2500 or the Wilkinson County Sheriff's Office at 601-888-3511. Please share their flyer. As usual, it is linked below, and please share this video if you think it will help. These families have gone a very long time with no answers, no clues as to what happened to their babies, and I can't imagine that level of heartache. Send lots of thoughts and prayers their way because I'm sure they still need them even though so much time has passed. Also, let me know in the comments what you think happened the day Kreniece and LaMoine vanished. Do you think they wandered off? Do you think they were abducted? Or do you think someone in the family, maybe someone that was there that day, had something to do with it? I want to hear your theories. I do hope that Kreniece and LaMoine are out there living full, happy lives. I hope that whoever took them has taken good care of them and that they're okay. And I hope someday that they find out the truth and can be reunited with their families. As always, I mean no harm in covering these missing people. I am just trying to get the lesser known cases out there. I post videos like this every Wednesday, and I would highly suggest checking out my entire missing playlist, as every case is important and deserves more attention. Thank you all so much for being here. I know this was a shorter video. I wish I had more information to give. If you made it this far, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a like so I know that these cases are being seen. That's all I have for today. Until next week, take care, guys.